What is up? If you're lucky enough to earn yourself a license for the 121B, this is how you redeem it. Go to the web portal, click on the global map. Once you get there, you will get a select a reward tank. This is when, of course, the event is already officially over. There will be a period of time where you can select your tank. You have to claim it within that time. In this case, I'm picking the T95 E6, but if you pick the 121B option, it's the same thing. Just select it. Confirm it, and then go to your game, and immediately you will see the receipts all pop up, and the tank will also pop up together with these receipts. Of course, you receive emblems and all that kind of stuff that comes together with the tank if they are bundled with the tank. If they are not bundled with the tank, then you just get the tank. And here we go. This is the 121B that I had the privilege of playing. I actually don't have this tank, and I'm on the test account playing it. I kind of enjoyed it. It feels a lot like a 140 or a T62A, something of that nature. I think you get less mobility in this thing. I'm not really sure, but it does feel like not as nimble as a 140, but certainly not sluggish at all. This tank has 50 kilometers an hour top speed, 20 in reverse. The gun does 390 damage. Yeah, 390 damage is pretty good. 261 penetration on the standard APCR shells. And on the heat shells, you have 350 penetration, more than enough to go through anything. And the reload time is 7.18 seconds. Of course, I am running BIA, rammer, food. Whoops, I got myself trapped there slightly, but I was kind of lucky to get that shot eaten by that 260, so that's pretty good, but not on the second shot. I don't know how I didn't manage to avoid that shot, but that's too bad. Now I'm going to be able to now I'm going to have to take some cover and be a little bit more conservative here. Now a little bit about the gun. It is 0.030 dispersion, which is pretty good. I think it's not bad at all. It is a competitive tank. Now this tank is not like the most popular tank that is selected during the selection process. In fact, this is one of the newest tanks that they added to the reward tanks list, and that's because everyone has already picked out all the other tanks after 10 clan wars. I think most people already have a lot of the old timers anyway. They already have a lot of all the tanks. Now I'm in a position where I have to fight a Super Conqueror hull down. This is not going to work out for me. So I've switched out to the heat shells, hoping to go through the gaps in between the shield, the protective shield, or the what armor do you call it? Spaced armor on the turret of the Centurion Super Conqueror, but that isn't a fight that's going to favor me. So what I've decided to do is come back here and see if I can support that Type 4 Heavy if I can. I'm wondering why this Type 4 Heavy isn't using his HP and just going forward and tanking shots. But you know, I can't teach him how to play. If he goes forward, I'll go forward. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I decide that there is no time to waste. You either go or you don't go. So I'm going to try and be aggressive here. He doesn't have the gun depression to get me there, so that's why I went forward and shoot him under the plate. And now this Type 4 has decided to go up. I don't think he gets any damage from that shot. I'm not sure. But whoop, these guys are coming. I bounced another shot. As you can see, the 121 does have the opportunity to bounce shots. Unfortunately, not those 2 times there. Could have done it a lot better, or this Type 4 could have helped me sooner. But well, it is what it is. Keep trying. Now I'm down to a 1 shotter, which means I've got to be super conservative. That was a good shot there by the Type 4. It was important to get rid of that 260. So now I feel like this place is, this corner is not entirely secured, but we do have a handle on it, and it's better if I try and help out here. And here's where I actually make a lot of the difference here. Providing the crossfire, the Emil sees me providing and supporting crossfire, so he's the guy with the full HP, so he's got to be the one that's going to tank the shots, go in, distract them, make them shoot at him, and I'm gonna try not to get hit because I'm a one shot, I can't get hit. I've got to try and use my DPM, reload as quickly as possible and try and take him down. If you notice in this game, this tank is not the hero tank again. This is another one of those tanks. It is not exactly the hero tank, it is a supportive role. If I had to take on that 260 on my own, there was no way I was going to do it, just because that's just not the way this tank works. Much like that M60 that I reviewed a couple of days ago, this is not a hero tank, this is a support role tank. You go in and shoot people in the face when they are reloading, when they are distracted, when they're looking somewhere else. You don't go in there alone and 1v1 at 260. That's not how this tank works. See, this guy's looking somewhere else, I shoot him on the side of the turret. That's how this tank works. You don't do anything silly with this tank. You try to keep a calm head, just like that. Shoot them when they're doing something else. Now right here, I felt like this game is already won, so what I could do is try to risk it for the biscuit, try and get some extra damage, and that's exactly what's happening here. He was stunned and he figured it wasn't worth it for him to turn around to try to shoot me, because I think his mobility was limited by that time. This E75, he ducked in just in time before I could get him. Well, that's too bad. So I'm gonna try and get the extra shot. The game is almost over. I want to be as quick as possible, get off, but he knew I was coming, so he was waiting for me, and he got me there. Well, that's too bad, but I did my contribution. I think I tanked some shots. I did bounce a couple of shots, and I did do enough damage to be effective, played my role. The position that I took to provide the crossfire on the Type 4, that was crucial to supporting the team to get that winning position. So that was a good job that this tank has the mobility, and it provides you the option to flex around the map to help the team. I was able to go from front to back to watch both sides, and that helped out the team a little bit, I would say. Maybe not tremendously, but I did play my part. I contributed to the success of the team and winning this game, and I'm glad about that. You don't get a lot of great carry games in this tank. I suppose in the hands of more competent or more professional, better players, of course you're going to get a lot more big games and big carry games. They would know which position to be in at the perfect time to do the big amount of damage and things like that. So in the hands of really good players, of course they're still gonna grind out the good results that they are used to. In the hands of regular players, average players like me, I'm glad that I'm doing 2,000-3,000 damage. I'm pretty happy with that. What else can I say about this tank? The hull armor, it's almost non-existent. 130 in the front, it's kind of sloped, but 130 armor is absolutely nothing in tier 10. Even the tier 8s are going to penetrate you, so don't expect your armor to do anything for you. The turret armor is where it's at. Frontally, you're going to have 240 millimeters of frontal penetration. It's sloped, so if you wiggle a little bit, if you move your tank forward and reverse a little bit, you're going to get a little bit of lucky bounces and stuff like that. So that's how it's going to work for you. Other than that, besides the turret armor, you get nothing. So there you go. You lose a lot of credits in this tank, especially if you fire a little bit of premium shells. That's because this is a reward tank. It is not a premium tank that you earn a lot of credits from. It's a reward tank. You always lose credits on this thing. Well, so hope you enjoyed this video and make the right selection on your reward tank. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Bye bye.